Hi, and welcome to the Yarn Happy Geek podcast. My name is Laura. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Ravelry as Yarn Happy Geek. There is also a Ravelry group for the podcast if you wish to join. And I am slowly but surely updating the Ravelry group with all my previous show notes that I have totally forgotten. Right now, I got I updated one episode, but hopefully by next week I will have even more done and for updating the Ravelry group. But this is exciting. We are now on episode 50. And weirdly, end of this month we are filming in will also be the 1 year since I started this podcast, which I am so excited for, and I might be planning a cow for the 1 year mark. So, and weirdly, the 1 year mark is the day before the Toronto's Nair Frolic, and this will be my second time going to the Nair Frolic, so yay! So, now, another thing, I am actually filming this later than I normally film, because I normally have this already uploaded when I'm filming right now, but I have two excuses for that. The first being, I finally finished something. There is a finished object for this episode. This is so exciting. And also, I have an order coming in today from Nitpicks. It's my third order from Nitpicks in 1 month, and it's coming in today, so that's basically the big main reason I am filming later and why this is going to be uploaded. This is uploaded later than I normally upload, which is normally 11 in the morning on a Wednesday. But, let's get started with this week's episode, because I'm so excited. Because let's face it, I was focused more on the finished object this week than paying attention to my work schedule that I had set up last week. But, so, once again, let's get started with this week's episode, shall we? Alright, let's get on with whips of the week. I've got a couple whips. It's not the same overload as I did last week, because I was just focused on that finished object. But let's focus on whips of the week, because finished object will be after this. So first off is going to be I didn't do much, but got a couple rows in, but it's the knit version of the scarf Loki wears in Avengers. That's done by Magnoli. I hope I pronounced that right. I probably am. But, doing the knit version, and I gotta finish this before Infinity War comes out at the end of the month. So, I may spend 1 week entirely focused on this, with maybe the odd sprinkling of something else to work on. I will still be paying attention to my schedule. I will just be more focused on this, because I have to finish this before Infinity War. Alright, and I'm actually looking at my show notes. It's just right over there. And, next up is something that hasn't been on the show in quite some time, but I've gotten back into my Final Fantasy bug, and, well, it's back. I got a section finished. I'm now on section 8 of the repeat. So hopefully I can get this done in a reasonable amount of time, and then I get to dye this beautiful thing. Because a lot of the cosplayers that do Riku from Final Fantasy X-2, the scarf they use is totally inaccurate. Once you get to know me, you know I have a thing for accuracy. And every time I have seen a cosplay done of Riku from Final Fantasy X-2, it's always done with a basic garter scarf, but I went and did the research online and found somebody actually did make the pattern for the exact freaking stitching for Riku's actual scarf. Like, I'm doing this in a bulky way because it works up faster and you can definitely see the stitches. Oh my god. And I cannot wait till this is dyed up. And oh my. And I'm actually almost finished the ball I have on this right now because this is all I have left. Then I get to attach the next one. Oh, I will be so happy when this is done. This is just a project I love. That basically I did work on this when I was traveling back and forth, but I kind of have a hatred of double point needles. Like, I will only use them if the pattern really, really calls for it, and unfortunately, it does call for this. It's just, I don't have any double point needle stoppers for when I gotta stop and place it back in my bag that I use to carry all my knitting and crochet stuff when I go back and forth to different places. But I should stop rambling and get on to the next whip, which is being housed in my project bag that I got from my very first Knitter's Frolic. And trust me, I will be getting another one because it's by the Toronto Knitters Guild. And just, well, I really need more project bags. Because that is the one thing I lack, is project bags. Because everything is just, phew. Basically, once I'm done filming, this couch is going to just be filled with all the projects once more. But let's get back to what I was talking about, and that is the Wicked Witch socks I'm working on. Now, I originally was using a brighter red than this, but let's face it, I would rather have a nice dark ruby red head for this, and I'm actually working it better than I did the first one, because I think I may have screwed up the first one, but we'll continue working. Well, since I will get to actually work on this on my Sundays, which is because this is a sock pattern, and also on my Mondays, which is for movie themed knits. But that's it for right now for the Wicked Witch socks, because I decided to fish it up till toe, and now I'm getting to the foot section for which I'll be working on Sunday. Okay, I should stop talking about the Wicked Witch socks and get to the next one, which is now it's not much now, but this is for the Red Hood sweater that I talked about in a previous episode and showed a picture of, along with Nightwing, Robin, and oh god. Yeah, see, now the name's escaping me. I think it was Red Robin? I don't think so. It was Red something, but I am currently working on the Red Hood sweater, and this is actually going to be the female version, because the difference between my male and female versions for the Red Hood sweater is the rib knit. Now, I don't know if you'd be able to see this, but for the females, I'm doing a 3x1 rib. And for the males, I'm probably going to be doing a 5x1 rib. But, and I'm weirdly using one of my, and I am actually using one of my stitch markers that I created. Basically, Michaels had all these DC charms, and well, when they first went up on the store shelves, is like I couldn't help myself and bought pretty much every single one, and I'm glad I did, because now I can't find any of the ones that I currently have. But even though this is for the Flash, because I have nothing I have no stitch markers representing Red Hood. I may need to start making some in the near future for myself and possibly maybe post on Etsy, who knows? But, yeah, basically the only reason I'm using the flash stitch marker on the Red Hood sweater is because, you know, flash, red suit, Red Hood, red. So basically I'm finished the ribbing and I'm starting work on, the gray section of the body, and now I'm going slowly because, the order coming in today, it has the final yarn color I need for the Red Hood sweater, which was not available when I did my second order from Knit Picks, but I will probably get more work done on this on Saturday along with a new whip I will be working on starting this Friday because it is Final Fantasy themed, and that's a big part of the yarn order that is gonna be in here soon. So, and last whip for this week, it's the Harry Potter themed one, because let's face it, there's normally going to be something Harry Potter themed on this, but it's the Ron Weasley blanket, and well, basically I'm going to be talking about row 3, in which I have 4 squares now attached for row 3, and I finally finished remaking square number 3 and attached it along with square number 4. I've got 4 more squares to finish for row 3, and that'll probably be on Monday, or since I have to be out tomorrow, I will probably get the next one done up. The next square done, started and worked on, because it's going to be something easy for me to work on the subway, on the bus, in the waiting area, and all that jazz. So hopefully I will have row 3 done by next week's episode, but that's hopeful. That's hopeful wishes to get 3rd row done. And that is it for whips of the week. Next up, we get to see the finished object I just finished before I started filming today. Alright, it's time for finished object time, and this is something that I kind of started on almost a year ago, because I bought the yarn during my very first visit to the nearest frolic, which was basically almost a year ago. So, and it's now I have to still weave in the ends and block them, but they're done. The Grinch socks that I made for my mom, because her favorite character is the Grinch, are done, and she had specifically asked for ankle socks, hence why they're a little short at the top, but oh my god, they are finally finished, and I'm so happy they are finished. And obviously after this I'm going to be weaving in the ends and blocking them, but they are finished, and these were a part of Whip Limbo for a couple of months, so I got back to work on them, and since they were a part of Whip Limbo and now they're finished, guess what? I get to pick another project name from my little baggie with all the project names that are in Whip Limbo. Oh, and get back to work on whatever project I pick. Now, if it does say Grinch socks, that means I get to... Now, I totally forgot to take the Grinch socks name out of that and put back the tiger rug. So, if Grinch socks comes up, that means I get to go back to work on the tiger rug, which has been a really long project. But, yay! These socks are finished, and I'm so happy. So, the part of finished object. I have my little baggie, although I really should possibly get maybe a jar or to shake them up better, but I blew air, so let's shake up the names of the projects. And we are going to... And we are... It's a Harry Potter. It is a Harry Potter, and this was something for a cosplay I am doing, and it is Molly's amazing Technicolor house coat. So, this is my new one that I'm going to be working on from the Whip Limbo. So, yay! I've been really wanting to get back on this, but, you know, I gotta work on one Whip Limbo project at a time. But, yay! So, something that's cosplay for me! Because I do plan on doing a Molly Weasley cosplay, and this was a part of it, and the pattern I'm using is from the book Charmed Knits, so, yay! I am so excited to be going back to work on this! And I'll be writing this in my notes for the show, so that way I will have it all memorized, so, yay! And, next up is going to be stash editions, but I'm probably going to have to wait, because, order's not in yet, but through the magic of, YouTube and editing, when I come back, the order will be in, and you will get to see me unbox something. Now, I only did one unboxing, and that was on live on my personal Facebook account. So, yay! Oh, I will see you in my stash editions. Alright, it's now time for stash editions, and, you know, quite some time has passed since, you know, well, I did the finished objects section, but something came in, but I'm going to open this after I speak about some other stash editions. First off, I'm going to be talking about a pattern that just finally got translated from a machine knit to a hand knit. And if you watch Black Panther, which is in theaters, as I'm filming this, it's in theaters now. But the character Nakia, she has this, in one of the scenes, she has this beautiful infinity scarf, and the creator of it actually posted the pattern onto Ravelry, but it was a machine knit pattern, and, you know, a lot of us do not have the funds for a machine knitter, but a lovely person, basically, I have no idea how to pronounce her, the username, but it's Quick Silver Eyes. I'll be posting a link to, basically, I'll be posting a link to this pattern in my show notes, but they translate the machine knit into a hand knit pattern. And why am I talking about the pattern? Well, I'm actually planning on making this, and unfortunately, the first yarn I was going to use that's directly from this, the Noro Silk Garden in the colorway number 430. It's all out of stock. I can't find it anywhere. So the place I went to, the Purple Pearl here in Toronto, helped me pick something similar into the yarn colorway for Noro. Oh, and so I picked up this Legion and Lace. It is a 4-ply superwash merino worsted. It is 100% superwash merino. It's 115 grams, 200 yards, and it's in the color Evergreen. I love it, and basically I had to hold back on winding this up on my ball winder or to start the actual scarf, but I need to pick up a couple more of these, and then hopefully I can find the other 3. Hopefully they are not out of stock or discontinued, but I gotta pick up 2 more of this, and I gotta go to Romney Wools, because I know they carry Malabrigo and Madeleine Tosh. Like, if not, I tend to search on the online stores of the stores here in Toronto to see if they have the yarn I need. But some don't list all the yarn they have, including colorways. They just list the brands. So, yep. So that was actually the first. I actually got this yesterday. So, and now we get to open this lovely package from Knit Picks, and I'm just gonna be using my tiny little scissors. These are just some spare backup embroidery scissors, and I'm doing the one thing I should not, and it's like do that towards me. I should be doing it away from me, but I tend to get better working. Alright. They really use some good, strong packing tape, which is awesome. It's also got some fibers. There we go. Sides are done. And we are open. I'm just gonna move it so the label with my address does not get shown. But so, first up is the last yarn I need, and I'm going to apologize for the crinkling because this just came in. So we got the last yarn ball I needed for the Red Hood sweater, which is this. Sorry for the lighting situation, but this is the Knit Picks Stroll Fingering in the black, and the stroll fingering is so super soft. It's 75% superwash merino wool and 25% nylon. It's like, it is just so soft, and I just dropped the box. And basic inventory, and last but not least, it's the big yarn I ordered, and it is more stroll fingering, and it is in the dusk. You know what? I'm gonna open it because I'm gonna be casting on this, casting one of these balls on, but I ordered 10 of these for a commission, but it was basically the perfect coloring I needed for something from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, and there's like one knitted thing in that, and if you pay attention, it's basically it's the zip-up soldier top that Cloud wears in Advent Children. So it's like, basically, every soldier top from Final Fantasy VII, the colors are all different depending on what iteration you are looking at. Like, Final Fantasy VII, it's basically almost a purplish color. But in Advent Children, like, basically I was comparing the colors from online to the image I have on my phone, which I am filming this on, as I always, but this is Stroll Fingering in Dusk, and this was basically the one that kept matching up with every single coloring from the Advent Children outfit that I found. And basically finding a really nice color for the picture to get an accurate, image of the color for that damn top. Thankfully it's the official artworks and not, the 3D renders. But this was the perfect one. It's dusk. And it is just perfect because it's a stroll of fingering. And we have a little guest here. If you hear some clip clopping, that's my cat Kensington. And weirdly, his birthday's tomorrow. So, well, he's gonna go. I don't show pictures of my cats on the Yarn Habit Geek Instagram, but I do have another one in which I post a lot of cat photos of my cats, of the cats I watch. But, yep. So, that is it for Stash Editions, and that's probably going to be it for me from ordering Ep50 for some time, because I have a bunch of cons coming up, and, basically, I gotta focus on the commissions. But I've got one more segment that I don't really talk much about that I'll be talking about just in a minute. So see you then. So, last segment, and I am joined by my lovely little boy Kensington, who's turning 2 tomorrow. Say hi to everyone on the podcast. Well, this segment, going to be talking about some podcast love. I have been listening and watching to 2 podcasts during the week as I work. And the first one is a new podcast. It's an audio podcast called What Witchery Is This? Done by 2 lovely people here in Toronto. It's an audio podcast that you can get through the podcast on, iTunes. And I know I'm being distracted by my beautiful little cat with thumbs. She's a polydactyl. And the last one I'm gonna talk about quickly because this one just wants his love. Yeah. So, yeah, this is just gonna be about Kensington right now. But last podcast I'm gonna talk about is one I'm binge watching all over again because I have to catch up on a lot of the episodes I have missed throughout last year, and that is Inside number 23, hosted by the lovely Katie. Yeah, and sometimes get to see her dog Rolly. And as we know in my podcast, my cats tend to join in. But this is Kensington's first time on the podcast, I think. I cannot remember. I know Jasper's been in here. But, oh my god. Well, I've gotten a lot. Let's just say Katie has influenced a lot of what I bought. Some of which are patterns. Okay, it's patterns, some yarns. And watching other podcasts, which I will probably catch up on later. But that's it for today's episode. So me and Kensington are going to say bye. Liking. So, till next week, stay crafty, my friends. Bye, Kenzie.